what do you imagine God's vision for the church in Detroit and Southeast Michigan is? What do you think our parishes would look like through His eyes? Our families, the culture around us. What do you think the church, through Him, would mean to our cities and towns?
His vision is bright, vibrant, welcoming. It's alive. It's faith, community, family, brothers and sisters united with one heart for Christ.
And the fruit is hope, love, peace, a grace that can change our hearts. It can change our families. It can change our city. It can even change the world. And as a church, we have struggled. We've struggled to keep the mission. We've struggled to remain faithful to the standards that God has set for us. We even struggle to tell our own story.
We can look around and feel like it's impossible, but that's not what the Lord wants us to see, feel, or think. He wants us to know what the early apostles saw, thought, and felt when the Holy Spirit came in power.
He promises to be with us and to fill us with His Holy Spirit, setting us on fire with His love. We prayed, and He answered.
I don't wanna let you go. My chains hang heavy, but I'll keep you steady.
For the last few years, God has been leading us in a new direction. We began with a year of prayer, asking God for His guidance and inspiration as we prepared to unleash the gospel in our parishes, schools, families, and communities. We then gathered to reflect and share what God was calling us to do with meetings across the Archdiocese, gathering over 11,000 unique pieces of feedback. On October 7th, 2016, Archbishop Vigneron and the auxiliary bishops stood before God and asked Him to forgive the church in Detroit for all the ways all of us, clergy and lay faithful, had chained the gospel, and for the grace to faithfully move forward. Next, a synod, and over 400 participants gathered to pray, share, and discern a plan to move forward to renew the church in Detroit. Exactly 1 year later, more than 70,000 filled Ford Field to witness and participate in the beatification and Mass for Capuchin priest Father Solanus Casey, an intercessor to unleash the gospel. On Pentecost Sunday 2017, Archbishop Vigneron published the pastoral letter, Unleash the Gospel, the roadmap for our archdiocesan missionary transformation. From there, we have launched a movement of hope, a witness of God's presence working in Southeast Michigan.
We can forget on our own what's actually possible, what the church fully alive can do in the lives of people.
This is the gospel message, the overwhelming good news, and the heart of our mission. This is the gospel unleashed.
We have begun to embrace our new identity, our call to become missionaries to the world with great joy. Each of our parishes will be asked to take the next step, to realign every activity to serve our shared mission to unleash the gospel. We must refound each one of our parishes so that they become vibrant centers for missionary outreach, so that God's dream for our archdiocese can be realized.
It is the word of Jesus that provides light in the darkness, hope to the discouraged, and the sure truth that when we put aside our hard hearts for holy hearts, we will become the church Jesus wants us to be.
To learn more about the next phase of bringing Unleash the Gospel to our parishes, visit unleashthegospel.org/next.